Charging at home isn't just convenient, it's the smartest, cheapest move you can make. Yet most people still default to public fast chargers. Why? Because no one explains the real numbers. Public DC fast charger stations often charge between 35 to 55 cents per kilowatt hour. Sounds okay until you realize how fast it adds up. If your electric truck like mine uses around 20 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers, that's about $9 just to go 100 kilometers. Now compare that to home charging, where your utility company might offer energy as low as 3 to 15 cents per kilowatt hours, especially if you're charging at night during off-peak hours. I charge using a level 2 EVIQO smart charge at home. The app lets you reschedule time between 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. or any other time that the companies usually give out discounts where it's off-peak hours. In my case, that's around 6.7 cents per kilowatt hour, sometimes less. And over time, that's not a small difference. My app tracked 795 kilowatt hour across 33 sessions, costing me just $21 total. That's an average 2.6 cents per kilowatt hours because I charge smart. So let's be clear, if you're using public chargers for daily charging, you're overpaying by about 4 to 10 times. A smart charger at home paired with off-peak energy use turns your EV into a money-saving machine. Let's talk about public fast charging. Yes, it's fast, it's everywhere. But if you use one more than twice, you already know the experience can be frustrating, slow, and wildly inconsistent. One day I rolled into a Tesla supercharger with 7% battery. I plugged it in using my adapter, nothing. App crashed, rebooted, still nothing. 25 minutes, 3 retries, and 0 charge. This kind of stuff isn't rare. Public chargers have software issues, unstable apps, handshake failures, even credit card bugs. And when you're low on battery, you don't want to troubleshoot tech, you want power. Then there's charging speed myths. Just because a charger says 150 kilowatt doesn't mean you'll get 150. When another car is plugged in to the same unit, the speed can drop by more than half. I've seen mine crawl at 30 to 40 kilowatts. So you're paying premium fast charger rates for slow charging. Meanwhile, I charge at home with a level 2 charger. I plug it in, walk away, and my app handles the rest. Scheduled, reliable, off-peak charging, no wait time, no app freezing, no drop speed. It's the difference between charging chaos and charging control. We've talked about the public charging is unpredictable and overpriced. But now let's talk about what happens when you flip that strategy. Invest in a home charger, schedule smart, and start owning your own power. My F-150 uses about 20 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. At public charger, 2,000 kilometers a month cost me around $180. At home, with off-peak rates, that's closer to $35. That's more than $1,600 savings in a year just by plugging it into a home charger. Now, some people hesitate because installing a level 2 charger costs money, let's say about $1,200 to $2,000 in parts and labor. But when you're saving $1,600 or more a year, that's investment pays off within 12 to 18 months. And you're not just saving money, you're saving time, charger station trips, and unnecessary stress. There's something more powerful about waking up every day to a full battery. No planning, no waiting. It's like owning your own private fueling station, and 5 times to 10 times cheaper than public options. This is the future of EV ownership, not just electrical driving, but electrical freedom. If this made you rethink your setup, hit like, drop a comment with your charger model, and subscribe to Build for Tech. This is where we make smarter tech decisions together. Thanks guys for watching, and see you guys next video.